welcome back to my channel. My name is Natalie Marie and today I'm going to be talking to you about my experience 1 year after AMDA. As most of you guys know, if you've been around for quite a while, I actually had studied overseas. I studied in Manhattan, New York, and I studied at the American Musical and Dramatic Academy over there. AMDA has got to be definitely one of the most intense experiences of my entire life. One of the best experiences in my life. I do not regret ever going to AMDA, but in its intensity, it really makes you quite a different person if you're not already that intense. You have 24 hours in a day. My day consisted of waking up, going to the gym, then I would go to my classes, and they range from 8 till 6 p.m. And then from 6 p.m. you'd be doing rehearsals for those classes so that you're ready for the next day. And then I would be working from, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. and then it starts all over again. You were always on the go. It was literally acting. I did some singing, dancing, practically 24/7. You were in this environment where that was your entire world. Yeah, New York City in itself is intense. It's the hustle and bustle central point of America, I reckon. I have been to the West Coast, but I swear that nobody hustles like a New Yorker does. It makes you go 200%. It makes you become so proactive. If you want to know more about AMDA, I can probably go into a lot more detail. If you have questions on it, if you're going there, then let me know. But I would actually love to focus on my whole year after AMDA. So from the time I landed, I literally hit the ground running. I ended up getting 2 gigs before I landed. So the couple weeks beforehand, I was looking throughout all these different casting sites, and I was applying for them, and I did some video auditions so that once I landed, I would be able to do what I love, and I wouldn't be wasting any time on it. I also made a huge spreadsheet on things that I had to apply for, things that I had to sign up for, and basically things that would make me an established actress or actor, whatever you want to say, in Australia. So I was looking at classes, I was looking at dance classes, acting classes, singing classes. I was looking at different workshops. I was also looking at the sites that I had to sign up on so that I can put all my casting profiles on there. I was looking at the top 10 agencies in Melbourne so that when it came time in November to actually apply, or I think I gave myself till February actually, yeah. When it came time in February to actually apply, I had a bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of links and, contacts to get in touch with. I also looked at some freelance jobs I could do on the side so that my entire focus was on acting rather than getting an office job. The entire month of October, I had a few gigs on my plate because I really wanted to get my show real up to date, and I really wanted, there to be a lot of material. So when I was contacting agents, I wouldn't have anything, I wouldn't just have nothing and just say, I went to AMDA. No. I made sure that I had some material there for them to look at. I made sure that my resume was up to date and it was professionally laid out. If you want any tips on any of that, let me know, because I can easily give those away. But the thing is, October was a very slow month for me, especially when you've come back from such an experience where you're literally on the move 24/7 to then coming back to your home, and you're making your routine and you're pushing yourself and you have to motivate yourself in order to progress, and you have to find the jobs, and it's such a different life because I didn't have a part-time job. I was looking at auditions, but you don't get all the auditions that you're looking at, and it just seemed really slow. And it was 2 weeks in, and I was to my friend, I feel like I'm failing. And my friend literally said, dude, it's only been 2 weeks since you've been back, calm down, you already booked a couple of gigs, And I was like, that's not enough. That's just the type of person I am. Like, I always have to have at least something acting based to make me feel like I'm actually being successful, and that this course wasn't a waste of money or a waste of my time, because that this is the one thing that I've always wanted to do, is to be an actor. But I came to a conclusion that, you know, to be an actor, to pay for all those sign-ups and, you know, classes, you do need money. So I went into a temp agency, and they basically got me a job at AV, which was Ambulance Victoria. So from November to September of this year, I had been with Ambulance Victoria. I was full-time for 3 months, and I was like, that's okay, because if I get any roles, it'll be theatre roles. So I mainly focused on theatre because I knew their nighttime rehearsals and weekend rehearsals, and that's all good. And I was auditioning my butt off for theatre roles. And then from March to September, I was on FWA. I had asked them, I had literally asked them, like, if you want me to extend, can I please, you know, do 3 days a week, this amount of hours, so that I can actually have a couple of days to focus on things. Because that's the one thing I didn't want to do. I didn't want to get stuck into a 9-to-5 job, because I've done that in the past. My main focus was not the 9-to-5. My main focus was on progressing my reputation and networking and getting myself out there. And I did get a couple of gigs. I remember early on, before I got any theatre gigs, I remember getting a couple of TVCs, and one was going to be shown over like the cinemas. I don't know, I never saw it, but it was pretty fun. And then another TVC was in Sydney for a Hungry Jack's commercial. I auditioned here actually, and the next day I got a call from the producer, or one of the producers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was one of the producers, to say, hey, when can you come to Sydney? And I was like, oh, wow, okay. So literally was on a plane the next day, and I was in Sydney for only a day. So for 32 hours, I was like Melbourne to Sydney to Melbourne. If you want to see that vlog, it'll be linked up here and linked in the description below. And that was one of the best experiences of my life, like meeting all these people, and also just, I've never been on a TVC before like that, where it's not an actual film. It's like, it was in a studio, and, you know, you got your hair and makeup done professionally, and it was just a different level. After that, I then received word that I got into a play. After so many auditions, I got into a play, which was Boeing, and that was March I found out. Oh no, April I found out, and then that play started rehearsals in end of May, early June. So for the rest, June to September, my life literally consumed of that play. I couldn't do really any other auditions, because a play has like a level of commitment where you can't take days off to go to rehearsals or to audition. Through Boeing, I met a girl. She was given the opportunity to play a character in Coriolanus, but she couldn't do it because she was actually going to be a costume designer for Streetcar Named Desire. So basically she was saying this in the dressing room, like, oh, Coriolanus, Shakespeare, sword fighting, hello. And she did. And the director took a gamble on me, guessing that, you know, I was a good recommendation if my friend definitely recommended me, and she trusted my friend. So that's what happened. And then I was swinging roles for Coriolanus, as most of you know. I was in rehearsals from the entire of September to mid-October, and yeah, and now I'm here. I don't know, this whole 1 year of AMDA, like after AMDA, has been hectic. Like, nobody can literally say, oh, you haven't even tried. If it wasn't for AMDA, I don't think I'd have the confidence that I have in the audition room. Yeah, I still get nervous, but I've used the tools that AMDA has pretty much, you know, taught me. And I think that's why my hit rate is so high. Not to like say, oh, I'm such a great actress. No, not at all. Like, who knows if I'm going to get this short film that I auditioned for. I never think, oh, I'm definitely going to get something. All I'm saying is I have a better confidence that I'm closer to it due to the fact that, you know, what my teachers have taught me, and I feel like I'm ready. And I think that's the number one thing. I think, I don't know, if it was another year of me just floundering around and thinking like, oh, this is how you act and this is what I have to do, and, you know, freelancing without that training behind me, I think I wouldn't have been as aggressive in my approach of getting gigs. I also don't think I would get in as many gigs as I did in 1 year. I know a few people from AMDA, and my God, the amount of people that have gotten gigs and gotten contracts and gotten this and gotten that, like, oh, kudos to them. AMDA literally made us little machines, for sure, especially in the auditioning space. Yeah, so I think that really wraps up my whole year after AMDA and how I feel about it and everything. If you guys want to know anything more about AMDA itself, or you want to know more about the process that I took to the transition from AMDA to, you know, real life, let me know in the comments below. I would be happy to talk about them, but I'm pretty sure that the next few videos are going to be a lot more actory based. I've just had a few comments lately about some people who really just was like, I don't know where to start, I don't know who to talk to, I've always wanted to be an actor, but, you know, A, B, and C, and D have, you know, put like other reasons that I doubt myself. Those are just really sad thoughts to have, and I'm hoping that my videos and, you know, my presence on YouTube will hopefully cut through that and hopefully allow people to, you know, have confidence in themselves that it can happen. I'm no Hollywood star, I'm no Hugh Jackman of Australia, or I'm not on Home and Away for sure. As many of my teachers said, there's heaps of successful actors out there who are always working, but they just don't have that celebrity status. I think my first year after AMDA has been successful. It took a lot of hard work, a lot of auditioning, but I can't have been more proud of myself to get to where I am today. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. It'd be great. Thank you. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.